I think DTS is like an awesome opportunity just to like disciple people, but it's definitely like a whole whirlwind of just constantly being in schedule. I think the best thing that I'd say the takeaway is like you're just constantly seeing fruit every single day from your labor.
But just the dynamic of what I learned last year as a staff and leading out in that way to now coming back into the training world of DTS has been so fun. It's just a different change of pace, so fast. Yeah, in that area of discipleship of just, I think even myself learning and growing what it looks like to be a discipler and to share testimonies and maybe even wisdom that I might have learned and seek the Lord on what His will is over a certain thing that maybe a student's going through. Of course, it's been so fun just learning dynamic of discipling as a couple and discipling out of covenant, learning that it's not just me as an individual discipling anymore, but it's even if I'm meeting people one-on-one, it's out of my relationship with God, out of my relationship with the side that I get to share stuff.
So typically from a staff perspective, the beginning of the week, just kind of a rundown of Monday through Friday is typically in the beginning of the week, the staff will have a time just to pray over the school, specifically the DTS, and just like cover them for the week. So that's from 7 to 8, and then that's just usually Mondays. But the rest of the week is pretty much just like an every other day schedule. So from 8 to 9, we're typically doing either a contending set, which is contending for somewhere in the nations, or we're in a training morning with the students. And then this year has been a little bit different. We have a 30-minute break from 9:30 till 10, and then from 10 until 12 we have class. Usually in the afternoons would be some type of staff meeting, whether that's going over logistics for the week or some type of intercession set, which is just more so just kind of gathering and just glorifying the Lord. And then Mondays and Thursdays we have what's called a ministry night.
One day out of the week, our whole school is praying in some sort of way. So as Sai shared, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, from the 8 to 9 slot, we're corporately with our campus praying for a specific nation. Yeah, the Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's when we have afternoon from 1:30 to 2:30 praying as just a fire and fragrance school. We've been really stirred up even from like what's happening in the States right now, the Asbury and other church campuses around the world. Just we don't have to do anything but just come and meet with the Lord, and He'll come choose to meet with us. So the other day, I think it was Wednesday of this past week, we had our normal 8 to 9 a.m. just like contending. It got to 9 a.m. where usually we would be like, okay guys, like we're closing out, time to go to your separate things. And then it just didn't stop. It actually ended up going all throughout until our lunch break. And then even through our lunch break, people chose to stay. We even had a time of leaving the microphone open for people to come and share, like, hey, what has the Lord been doing with you in the last 3 to 4 hours that we've been here? And so many testimonies of just like the Lord asked me to give certain things up and like really go after Him and make more room in His life for me.
There's so many like small things where you just see specifically in walking in discipleship in students' lives of just like the overflow of their life, just going from one day to the next, of just like small transformations to then giant transformations in a completely different way.
As you guys may know, we're leading a team of 10 students, and we're really just felt this word over our whole outreach was just to really come low and to serve. So the people at the YWAM Samoa base to really come alongside with them and like link arms and say like, how can we help you? We have lots of different dreams, but a lot of it is to see youth believers just really encouraged and empowered to live a life fully sold out to Jesus.
Yeah, I think Anna definitely said it best in terms of just like going with this lens of, one, this is not a place that is ours. So really just going in, just going like to learn and just be honestly shepherded by the staff and the community there that we'll be a part of. Like with hands open, willing to just be like, whatever you need from us, like we're open to just like serve you guys and just even just be an extra hand if that's needed, and just love on their community. And even as she said, like so well, just encourage them. A really big piece our team was feeling is like carrying the heart of worship and intercession that we have here on this base over into Samoa with them in the ways that they worship and intercede, and just really even learning that as a piece of Fire and Fragrance Kona to then Fire and Fragrance Samoa, or just even Samoa the base. I think that's been a really cool overflow, just even seeing in the team just their expectancy and their zeal just to go. Just to the team aspect, just to continue unifying of our team, that like praying on behalf of this team that there would be no disunity, and then if there is times of that, just that the Lord would direct us into whatever the attack of the enemy is, just being able to cover these students and leaders that are honestly being risen up into their calling, and just even championing them just so that they can not just get what they need out of this outreach, but honestly just have a building block for the rest of their life to just continue to grow as leaders, and not just take this as an experience, but take this as a piece of their puzzle onto what God has planned for the rest of their life, whether that's going back into school, whether that's going back into the work sphere, or whether that's continuing missions, or whatever it looks like for them, that this would be a piece that is added onto that, not that it's just something that is like, oh, this was an experience and I'll never be able to do that again. But just that the Lord would just provoke them just to see this happen in the rest of their lives, rather than it just being a one-time thing.
Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Just wanted to share testimony that we are fully funded to go on outreach to Samoa. And yeah, if we still are in need of monthly supporters, so if that's something that you're interested, please reach out to us, or click the link that will be posted with this video. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I love your prayers as we go out.